Hi and welcome to another DIY blog. Today, I left the wrong place. Okay. Today we are putting one of the last touches to my little artsy-fartsy room. I don't even really have a name for this room anymore because it's kind of become a computer room. It's still my drawing room. It's also my gaming room. But yes, today we're going to do the last stage in getting this room ready, which is putting up a shelf. And by putting up a shelf, I mean a shelf with two brackets that's self-supporting, the easy way. And this is the easy way to do it if you're on your own. So what you're going to need for this is, you're going to need a power drill and drill bits, hammer, a very fine-tipped screwdriver, a regular screwdriver, a carpenter's square, or I should say a measuring tape, a carpenter's square with a leveling bubble, or a ball. And we'll get to why I say or a ball in a moment. And as always, a block of wood is useful to have lying around as well. So the only other thing you need is a shelving kit. And this one, as you can see, comes with the brackets, it comes with screws, it comes with basically everything. And it cost €15 in IKEA. And what we're going to be doing is, look, this is my gaming setup. And this is going, I'm on to move my PlayStation 2 and my Xbox 360 up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking away these pictures for now, putting them to one side, and we're going to be putting up our shelf there. Now, here's the thing about putting up shelves. If you're putting up a shelf and it's low to the ground, if it's closer to the floor than the ceiling, measure from the floor up. If it's closer to the ceiling, measure from the ceiling down. And the reason for that is, in a room like this especially, this end of the room is 3 inches higher than this end of the room. So if I put this level with the ground, it's going to look unlevel when you look at it because of the height of the roof. Now what you can do is split the difference between the two, but that's going to give you a shelf that's uneven, and that's liable to end up with a shelf dumping all stuff on the floor. So yeah, my biggest number one hint for getting a shelf that looks like it should be in the right, that it is in the right place, is boom. Now, so yeah, I suppose we better get started. Yeah, I'm just going to set up my tripod and I will very quickly show you how this works. This is a 5-minute job. It's actually going to take almost twice as long because I'm going to be talking while I'm doing this, but it's a really quick, really simple job, and it's one that's good to know how to do. We're also in the near future going to be putting up a completely different type of curtain pull, because this room doesn't have a curtain pull at all, and it doesn't suit a swish curtain pull. So yeah, it's a totally different type of pull, and it's not all that different, but there are a few little differences. Anyway, yeah, today we should get on with our shelving. So back in a minute. Okay, so the first thing is, what are you putting on the shelf? I'm putting my Xbox 360 Slim, and I'm putting my PS2. So I know my Xbox 360 is 11 inches high. I'm using inches for this because it's just automatic in my head. So 11 inches will give me down to here, but I'm going to need clearance on top of that for ventilation. So I'm actually going to drop down a foot from here, which will put the shelf about there, which will put everything that goes on at a reasonable height for me. And it will also give plenty of clearance all around. So, say 1 foot from there. And let's see, that's 7 inches. 7 on that side as well. So 7 and 12 is 19. So we're going to come down 19 inches to here. Weird. Quite a difference in height on that. But we're only actually going to use one of these markings. Now, these brackets we're gonna put both of these onto the shelf before we put them onto the wall. And the reason for that, well, you'll see the reason for that in a moment. But these should be a meter apart on the wall. So all we're going to do now is we're going to measure the wall that we're going to put it onto at that point. And it is 1 meter 24. So if we take 12 centimeters in from each side, I tend to use inches in for larger measurements, and work from there, because it's just that little, for me it's easier. As it turns out, we're going to have to attach one of the brackets to the wall first. Actually both of them, but this will do for now. So what we're going to do is we are going to take our carpenter's level and we're going to put it on top. And that will give us our vertical. And it's just a matter of chasing the bubble. And it's not that difficult, it's just practice more than anything else. Okay. And this is why we had the very small drill bit, or the very small screwdriver, because we're using it as an awl, just to mark a little scriber to mark the holes. Now I'm just going to pause the recording for a minute and drill those 2 holes out. So be back. Okay, I know it's only barely visible on the screen, but we have the 2 holes drilled here, and the next job is to put in 2 of our roll plugs. And just in case you haven't looked at one of my other videos, the easiest way to do that is just slide them in. Take a block of wood and just give it a gentle tap, and there we go. Done. Now we're only going to put 1 screw into the wall on this. Actually, don't need to use the really odd one first, and this is one of those jobs where a really long screwdriver is a bonus, because it just makes life so much easier. And again, don't push down hard on the screwdriver. You're just going to drive the roll plug in through the wall instead of driving the screw into the roll plug. And really, you don't need to push all that hard. So, okay. That will be fine. We're going to just do this the quick way. I had intended to show you a different way, but I'm going to have to put another smaller shelf underneath this at some point, or somewhere else in the house. So I'll just show you the ball method at some point. That's reasonably solid. I just want to check something. No, it doesn't want to roll forward, so that's okay. This is basically one of the ways I was taught to do this is, if you don't have a level, use something round. Like, for example, that's round and it's not moving anywhere. And again, it's not moving anywhere, and that's actually very round. It's also silicon carbide. Okay, so I'm going to put up the other bracket and I will get back to you then. Hi again. Okay, I ran into a slight problem, which is my own fault. It's stupidity that caused it. But it gives me an opportunity to show you a way to make sure that the other side of this is going to be on the same level. And that is basically to actually use the shelf. So, put the shelf up like that. You know that this is square. So you know it's square, you know it's level and square. So, all you do is you put your carpenter's level on top of it. And you lift and lower. And this looks really crooked. Even marking it off of the ceiling, it still looks crooked as hell. But that is, let's see, there we go. That is absolutely level. And I can't see my pencil anywhere, so we will just mark it with anything. And I know that there's a millimetre above that mark. I will mark it just a little bit. And just make sure that is, yeah. Okay, and now what we do is, I know that that's from the underside of the shelf. So I know it's from there. Because as you can see, it bumps up against that. So by bringing it all the way across and knowing that that's level, I know that all I have to do is measure to the center of the screw here and drop that far down, drill my hole there, and that will give me the right position for my first screw hole. So I'm just going to drill those screw holes and get rid of them, get that done, and then we will mount the shelf, and that's it. So be right back. And the last step is just to screw it down, and you just push down and let the screw do the work. Or I should say push up and let the screw do the work. That's one. And that's two. And there we go. And that's it. That's all there is to putting up a shelf. So you just make sure you have your brackets vertical on square and square to the surface, and that's really about it. That's all there is to it. So yeah, I'm just gonna clean it up and I'll be back with you in a moment. And there we have it. And as you can see, it's a little bit scant right now, but it's okay. My Xbox will be going here, my PlayStation 2 goes here, this will be upright. Basically, lots and lots of space. At long last, lots and lots of space. Yeah, that's the guts of putting up a shelf. I hope that's helped someone. Have you ever noticed how almost every one of these I end up having to take out one or two tools I didn't think of? So yeah, that's everything. I hope it was of some help. I'm going to be putting up some more shelves in the future, so I'm going to show how to use these brackets rather than those brackets, because there is a slight difference, and there's a difference in the way that you go at it and the order you do things. And yeah, that's about it. So like I said, I hope this was useful to someone. If you enjoyed it or if it was useful, please like, subscribe and share, and we'll talk to you again soon. Tomorrow actually. So bye.